Do you bring your A game to every audition, or do you leave the room wishing you'd done better? Many singers blame their poor auditions on their skill, technique, and/or talent. They literally think they're not good enough despite years of training. That was me for sure. But finally, I began to realize that the issue had nothing to do with my skill. In fact, the problem was actually my mind. Hi, I'm Fiona, your coach for all things singing, including mindset, marketing, and monetization. And in today's video, we're going to cover the mindset shifts you need for truly powerful auditions. Auditions that not only book you work, but that you walk away from feeling good about. Has anyone ever told you that every audition is an opportunity to grow? For a while, I thought this was just a trite saying to make me feel better. Now I realize it's pure gold. When you use auditions to grow as an artist and performer, when you start to see your auditions as opportunities instead of competitions, when you challenge yourself to show up at auditions revealing your authentic self instead of a presentational facsimile, you'll have turned a real corner in your professional development. So, here are 7 shifts to help you hone your mind so you can finally enjoy your auditions and feel good about them regardless of the outcome. Tip 1. Reframe the audition as an opportunity to perform. Enjoy yourself just like you would at a performance. Think of the audition panel as your appreciative audience. If they're taking notes or talking to each other, believe it's because they want to make sure they remember you. Be excited for the opportunity to present your art to the audition panel. They want you to do well, to be the answer to their casting problem. Keep in mind that if an audition does not lead directly to an offer, it doesn't mean you were rejected. You may or may not be right for this role, but by showing up, you may be remembered for the next one. Just like in business, each time you make contact with a potential client, your familiarity deepens and the possibility of being hired in the future increases. It's the same with auditions. You can never control if you're right for a particular part in someone else's eyes, but you can impact whether they will think of you positively for future roles. Own your entire audition experience. Stop thinking of the audition as a competition for limited roles. Don't focus on proving yourself to the audition panel or convincing them that you're talented. Focus on yourself and what you need to do. Plan and prepare your whole experience, from your morning routine and what you listen to on the drive to your song choice and character interpretation. Wear clothes that make you feel fabulous. Focus on whether the audition is making you feel like this is a great company to work for, or one you'd be better off passing on. This is much more empowering than giving them all the power and praying they'll cast you. 3. Focus on making real connections and developing your community. The audition is not just an opportunity to perform, but also an opportunity to introduce yourself to new people and reconnect with older ones. I love bumping into colleagues from previous productions at auditions. We become so close so fast during the run of a show, and then when it's over, suddenly we all go our separate ways. Running into these friends at auditions reminds me I'm part of a much greater community. After you get settled and when you feel ready, take in your whole environment. Maybe you keep seeing the same soprano at every audition. Instead of thinking of her as your competition, introduce yourself and exchange phone numbers. Become audition buddies and root for each other. Develop an abundance mindset. This tip comes straight out of the law of attraction way of thinking. We create our own reality, meaning that what we focus on expands. Every time we think thoughts related to scarcity of singing opportunities, we deepen our core belief that auditions are competitions for scarce resources. Focus on the jobs you've booked in the past and come up with your own affirmations like, opportunities to sing are infinite. Tip 5. Realize you're already enough. So many singers go to audition after audition with the nagging suspicion that they're somehow not good enough. Their thoughts run wild, thinking their high notes suck, their dancing sucks, their outfit sucks. I admit it, I have thought all of these things about myself, and sometimes all at the same time. Recognize that these are only thoughts and not objective reality. Keep in mind though, when you keep allowing yourself to think these kinds of thoughts, they do become your personal reality. Choose to be more disciplined in your thinking. Do not allow yourself to dwell upon your personal shortcomings and insecurities. Convince yourself of the truth that you are already enough. Remind yourself you have nothing to prove. Care about the character. Challenge yourself to care more about being true to your own interpretation of the character than on being cast. Our real job as performers is to bring our own unique version of a character and her story to life, not to twist ourselves into what we think casting might want. And lastly, celebrate. Find ways to celebrate and acknowledge your accomplishment when it's over. Make sure to congratulate yourself after every audition, no matter how it turned out. Auditioning is so challenging that many people quit performing because they just haven't found a way to handle them that is not personally destructive. Give yourself a pat on the back just for showing up. Don't allow anyone, not even yourself, to criticize your audition. Yes, it's okay to look for how you can improve, but do this in a casual way, all the time acknowledging everything you did well. Be truly kind, not just to others, but to yourself. It takes a leap of faith to start treating your competition in a truly open-hearted way, but it's still often easier than acknowledging our own accomplishments. Commit to abandoning the ritual of self-criticism and create new rituals, like telling yourself how proud you are of yourself, getting your favorite smoothie or frozen yogurt, going for a walk somewhere pretty, writing about your accomplishments in your journal, revisiting everything that went well at the audition, getting a latte, walking your dog, buying yourself flowers. By auditioning, you're not just telling casting you want the roles, you're also telling the universe you are primed and ready for your next opportunity. By embodying these mindset shifts, you'll dramatically improve both your audition outcomes and your overall audition experience. Because although mastering your audition material is absolutely necessary for a stellar audition, your mindset is the key to booking the job. Now you may be thinking, Fiona, this is all well and good, but what about those times when I've tried my very best and I still bomb? What can I do to feel better when I know I just bombed an audition? And you're not alone in this concern, so definitely hit the notification bell, because in my next video, I'll be answering this question that I received over on Instagram. What to do when you've bombed an audition and effectively destroyed whatever opportunity might have been there in the first place. And speaking of Instagram, let's hang out there as well. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and like it, share it, subscribe to my channel, and definitely let me know in the comments below what other topics you'd like me to cover to help you with your singing career. And since you watched to the end of this video, you may also want to watch this video about the practical and strategic steps you can take to master your audition. Now, go out into the world and let your light shine. You deserve to be heard, and the world deserves to hear you.